Hoi, it's louisity again, and for this video, I'm gonna be doing a book tag called Harmattan Book Tag. Hoorah! So, this book tag is created by Eghe from Fictional Haven, and Eghe is from Nigeria. And it's really cool that she shared a book tag that is about like West Africa. So, pretty interesting. I was like searching for some book tags and I thought like, something interesting, and I kind of want to do it. So, yeah. So I'm gonna link down Eghe's video down below. As I mentioned, she's the one who created this. And let's begin doing this book tag. I don't like gravitate towards non-fiction, especially for like pleasure reads, unless if it is like Chicken Soup for the Soul or something like, a story of a person that I'm very interested in knowing. And if they have like a work out, then I would be interested. So if Markley, if you write a non-fiction book or like an autobiography of yours, then I would probably go for it. But I read sometime, I think this was, I'm trying to think, some years ago. Let's just put it that way. I read Falling Leaves by Adeline Yin Ma. So this is her life growing up, of course, in a Chinese household and how she ended up being a doctor. So I found it very fascinating. I think it's because it deals with a lot of those stories where children have to grow up a certain way. So yeah, I enjoyed this one. It's not typically what I gravitate to, but yeah, it was great. It would have to be Carrie by Stephen King. Now, like the beginning of the book, or throughout the book, it's been like spooky and it's kind of like quirky, eerie, and like it was definitely something that's like going to set your mood for like a horror book or like kind of like a mysterious, kind of like dark kind of like book, because it talks about this like girl who has these like sort of like supernatural, and like this girl was like sort of an outcast. But like that ending, that epilogue or that last part, whatever you want to call it, was just like weird, but not in a good way. I finished the books that I read, but if you've been watching my videos, and you probably know my disappointing reads, so perhaps maybe I think they can answer this question. Because I'm a super slow reader and I'm still trying to figure out how I can squeeze this in with my reads, because I'm not really into anthologies anyway. So like the oldest one in my to read pile, like in my physical to read pile, would have to be this one, The Young Warriors by Tamora Pierce and Josepha Sherman. Now, if you've been watching my videos, this book I hauled during like my second book haul. So it's been a while. I think if I recall it correctly, I've hauled this book in 2018, and until now I haven't even started it because it's an anthology. And well, I feel that with anthologies, you don't necessarily have to like be obligated to read it right away. And if you start it, it's like you don't have to read it like in one like coherent, or how do I say this? Like it's like you can put it down every now and then. You just finish a story and then you can put it down and then like read it some other time. You don't have to read it all the way. So that's kind of like how I feel. But I'm trying to think of like when would be the best time that I started. Plus, I am currently reading a very thick one, which I kind of like put up and down because of course I gotta read for a Blu-ray book club. And yeah, so I don't know, I haven't really thought about like squeezing this one in. we'll see what will happen, if this book will be read or not. Because I finish reading books, like I said in the other clip, that I don't really DNF, or yeah, I don't really do not finish a book. Well, there were books that, yes, they were quite a chore to read. But to be fair with these books, like the ending compared to Carrie by Stephen King, they were kind of like hopeful, or like they were like more of the positive things about these books. But all throughout the reading experience, predominantly like towards like the after the beginnings and like towards like the middle and towards near the exciting parts towards the end, now they were a chore to read. And of course the first one, it's not gonna be a brainer if you've been watching my videos, and that would be Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. And then the other one is The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. And what I noticed is that these are very popular, or like well liked by a lot of folks. Maybe they're not really my thing. There are so many to choose from, and I'm going to begin with I Believe in a Thing Called Love by Maurene Goo. Now, this is one of the best YA contemporary books that I've ever read. Now, I said in like some videos that like there's a scene here that made me laugh, and all throughout my reading experience I was just like smiling or feeling good about it. So I have to say that it made me feel happy. I gave this like 4.75 out of 5 stars. It is one of my great reads of 2021, and it's one of the best books that I read in my life. I'm loving this. I'm gonna hug it. So yeah, and these two, I didn't necessarily give them like 5 or 4.5 out of 5 stars. I actually gave them like 4 and 4.25. But what makes me happy is that every time I see them, I'm smiling, because I see a first book in a series, because both of these are like first book in their respective series that are promising. Like, I'm definitely looking forward to the next books in the series and be blown away, hopefully be blown away. And it's just that like there's something to look forward to. Like for this one, Aru Shine the End of Time, like the ending, like that scene with Mimi and Aru, I'm like, oh my god, let's get it on. And I'm looking forward for their adventures. So this is by Roshani Chokshi. So this is Aru Shine the End of Time. And I'm definitely excited to read Aru Shine, the Song of Death. I'm so excited. And another one, of course, written by a Filipino author, and I'm reading this in my native tongue of Filipino. Now, by the way, Filipino is heavily inspired by Tagalog, so sometimes I would say like Filipino slash Tagalog, so yeah. But what I'm talking about is a Moymoy Lulumboy, Ang Batang Aswang, written by Segundo Matias. So this is about like a boy who was like a child of like a goddess and like a man. So he was born out of forbidden love. So we get to see his journey, and I'm so excited to read this one. I meant read the succeeding books. Get a little tongue-tied towards the end. I'm like, who knows, I want to reread it again one day. So I'm just like, okay. It just brought me a smile. Of course, I'm gonna tag Ray Reads PH. Sure, again, tag. And also I'm gonna be tagging Wina Wonders and Olivia's Catastrophe. And if you wanna do this tag, well, by all means, bam, consider yourself tagged then. If you've made it this far, leave like this smiley face with halo, you know, because I just feel kind of angelic right now. So I hope you folks enjoyed this video, and if you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Also, click that subscribe button and hit that little bell icon somewhere down there to keep yourselves posted about my videos. And I'll also be putting down links and handles of my social media accounts, so feel free to check me out and follow me there as well. As always, thank you super much for watching. Always be thankful and unleash the reader in you. Bye y'all.